This is The Dead Seal by Robert Bly. 1. Walking north toward the point, I come on a dead seal. From a few feet away, he looks like a brown log. The body's on its back, dead only a few hours. I stand and look at him. There's a quiver in the dead flesh. My God, he's still alive. And a shock goes through me, as if a wall of my room had fallen away. His head is arched back, his small eyes closed. The whiskers sometimes rise and fall. He is dying. This is the oil. Here on its back is the oil that heats our houses so efficiently. Wind blows fine sand back toward the ocean. The flipper near me lies folded over the stomach, looking like an unfinished arm, lightly glazed with sand at the edges. The other flipper lies half underneath. The seal's skin looks like an old overcoat, scratched here and there by sharp mussel shells, maybe. I reach out and touch him. Suddenly he rears up, turns over. He gives 3 cries. Ark! 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 Like the cries from Christmas toys. He lunges toward me. I'm terrified and leap back, though I know there could be no teeth in that jaw. He starts flopping toward the sea. He falls over on his face. He does not want to go back to the sea. He looks up at the sky. Looks like an old lady who's lost her hair. He puts his chin back down on the sand, rearranges his flippers, waits for me to go. I go. 2. Next day I go back to say goodbye. He's dead now. But he's not. He's a quarter-mile farther up the shore. Today he is thinner, squatting on his stomach, head out. The ribs show much more. Each vertebra on the back under the coat is visible, shiny. He breathes in and out. A wave comes in, touches his nose. He turns and looks at me, the eyes slanted. The crown of his head looks like a boy's leather jacket bending over some bicycle bars. It's taking a long time to die. The whiskers, white as porcupine quills, the forehead slopes. Goodbye, brother. Die in the sound of the waves. Forgive us if we have killed you. Long live your race, your inner tube race, so uncomfortable on land, so comfortable in the ocean. Be comfortable in death, then. The sand will be out of your nostrils. You're to swim in long loops through the pure death, decking under as assassination breaks above you. You don't want to be touched by me. I climb the cliff and go home the other way. Make this simple test. Blindfold yourself with some suitable object. If time permits, remain still for a moment. You may feel one or more of your senses begin to swim back towards you in the darkness, singly and without their names. Meanwhile, have someone else arrange the products to be used in a row in front of you. It is preferable to have them in identical containers. That is not necessary. Where possible, perform the test by having the other person feed you a portion, a spoonful, of each of the products in turn without comment. Guess what each one is. Have the other person write down what you say. Then remove the blindfold. While arranging the products, the other person should have detached part of the label or container from each and placed it in front of the product it belongs to, like a title. This bit of legend must not contain the product's trade name nor its generic name, nor any suggestion of the product's taste or desirability or price. It should be limited to that part of the label or container which enumerates the actual components of the product in question. Thus, for instance, contains dextrinized flours, cocoa processed with alkali, non-fat dry milk solids, yeast nutrients, vegetable proteins, hydrogenated vegetable oil, dried egg yolk, sodium cyclamate, soy lecithin, imitation lemon oil, acetyl tartaric esters of mono and diglycerides as emulsifiers, polysorbate 60, 0.1% of sodium benzoate to retard spoilage. Or contains anhydrated potatoes, powdered whey, vegetable gum, emulsifier, invert syrup, shortening with freshness preserver, lactose, sorbate acid to retard mold growth, caramel color, natural and artificial flavors, sodium acid pyrophosphate, sodium bisulfate. Or contains beef extract, wheat and soya derivatives, food starch modified, dry sweet whey, calcium carrageenan, vegetable oil, sodium phosphate to preserve freshness, BHA, BHT, propylene glycol, pectin, niacinamide, artificial flavor, U.S. certified color. There should be not less than 3 separate products. Taste again without the blindfold. Guess again and have the other person record the answers. Replace the blindfold. Have the other person change the order of the products and again feed you a spoonful of each. Guess again what you're eating or drinking in each case, if you can make the distinction. This time do not stop there. Guess why you are eating or drinking it. Guess what it may do for you. Guess what it was meant to do for you. By whom? When? Where? Why? Guess where in the course of evolution you took the first step toward it. Guess which of your organs recognize it. Guess whether it is welcome to their temples. Guess how it figures in their prayers. Guess how completely you become what you eat. Guess how soon. Guess the taste of locusts and wild honey. Guess at the taste of water. Guess what the rivers see as they die. Guess why the babies are burning. Guess why there is silence in heaven. Guess why you were ever born.